Welcome to today's class. Today I'll be teaching us how to draft a basic bodice block. And the materials we'll be using today are pattern paper, our measuring tape, our marker pen, pattern master, hip curved or a curved ruler, and an eraser in case of mistakes.
The measurement we'll be using for this basic bodice block is a measurement for a size 8. And then the shoulder measurement we'll be using is 15. 15 divided by 2 will give us 7.5. So we'll mark down 7.5 here. We'll also mark down our neck measurement. We'll use 3 by 3. 3 for neck depth, 3 for neck width. We'll mark that down here. For the shoulder slope, we'll come down by 1 inch at this point and connect back to the neck width.
Now we'll connect our neckline.
I hope you can see. The next measurement we'll be repeating will be our shoulder to bust point measurement. So that's the bust point I have here is 11. Mark down our shoulder to under bust. Shoulder to under bust I have here is 15.5. Shoulder to waist measurement I have here is 18.5. Connect the lines. The next thing we're going to be doing is marking down our chest line. And to get your chest line, you divide your bust by 6 plus 1.5. And the bust measurement I'll be using here is 36. So I'll divide 36 by 6 plus 1.5 will give me 7.5. So you come down from your shoulder slope and you mark 7.5 here. And then you connect. .5. So now I'll just label it CL for chest line, BP for bust point, UB for under bust, W for waist, and then we'll mark down our top length. And the top length I'll be using here is 25. So we'll mark down 25. For top length, TL. Now, from where you mark your chest line, you're going to connect that to you connect from your shoulder slope to your chest line. To get our arm curve or arm circumference or armhole, whichever one you call it, you're going to divide this into 2. 7.5 divided by 2 to give us 3.75. So I'm going to mark down here. You come in by 1/2 inch. At this point, you connect Now we have our arm curve. So this is our basic bodice front block we are drafting now. This is for the front block. For that intake, we're going to use our nipple to nipple measurement. And the nipple to nipple measurement I'm using here is 8. 8 divided by 2 will give us 4. So we mark that here. We mark that at the under bust also. For the dart, the length of your dart should be 5 from your waistline. So we'll mark here 5 inches, 5 inches. You mark half an inch on both sides. Connect it. Come here. And now we have our dart. Next thing we'll be doing is imputing the body measurement. The bust measurement we'll be using here is 36. 36 divided by 4 will give us 9. 9 inches, so you mark 9 inches here. Then we'll come here, the under bust. Other bust measurements I'm using is 29. 29 divided by 4 will give me 7.25. So I'll be marking 7.25 at this point. And the waist measurement I'm using is 28. 28 divided by 4 will give me 7 inches. So I'll be marking that here. And then for the top length, we'll be using the same measurement for the chest line for the top length. So I'll mark down 9 inches here. Anytime you have a dart intake, whatever you take out for your dart, you replace it back to your pattern, so you don't have a pattern shortage. So for the dart here, it's 1 inch. So I'll be replacing back 1 inch at this point. Before we continue, we'll be adding 2 inches allowance to our pattern. 2 inches sewing allowance. So from here, 9 plus 2 will give us 11. 2 inches for allowance. Mark that down. Okay, we'll also be adding 2 inches to the under bust, which will give us 9.25. Then at the waistline, we'll be marking 9 plus the 1 inch that intake that we took will give us 10. For the top length, we'll be marking 11 inches. So, next thing to do will be connecting back the line. So, we are done with our front block. The next thing we'll be drafting is our back block. We'll still be doing the same thing we did on the front bodies. We'll still take our shoulder, which is 7.5. I hope you can see. our neckline. For the back, we'll be using a neck depth of 1 inch. Our shoulder slope 1 inch, come down by 1 inch, and we'll connect that to the neckline. So for the back, we won't be using the bust point and under bust because the back is flat. So we'll be going straight to the measurements. Repeat our shoulder to waistline. Our shoulder to waistline here is 16.5, which is gotten from your shoulder to your nape. That is the deepest part of your back. And then we'll be marking down our shoulder to top length. So here our top length is 23. We're marking on our chest line. So remember that chest line is gotten by bust 36. Your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5, which will give us 7.5 here. Because of the bust, I'm using 36 inches. So I'm connecting that. So let me label this. Our chest line, waist, top length. The next thing we'll be doing is imputing our depth measurement. Our depth, which is 4 inches. Mark that here. Remember that that is 5 inches below the waistline and 5 inches above the waistline. So to be sure that it's 4 inches, you just do this. So you can be sure. So from here, half an inch, connect back. So we have our back dart. So for our chest line, bust 36 divided by 4 plus 2 for allowance will give us 11. Waist 28 divided by 4 will give us 7 plus this dart intake here plus 1 inch, 8 plus 2 will give us 10. So we'll mark down 10 inch here. For the top length, remember we are still going to use the same measurement for the chest line. So bring that here. Extend my lines. So we'll be connecting back the lines. So now we have our basic bodice block for the back and for the front. Now we'll be cutting out our pattern.
The reason why the center back is shorter than the center front is the difference between our front and back measurement. The difference between the front and back of this bodice is 2 inches. That is why the center back is shorter by 2 inches. And if you're making it ready to wear, you don't necessarily have to add 2 inches for ease. You can just use half an inch for ease allowance. And also, remember to have a pattern paper scissors. Do not use your fabric scissors to cut your patterns so that your fabric scissors does not get blunt. Always have a separate pattern cutting scissors. So this is our front basic bodice block, and this is our back basic bodice block. If you have any suggestions, any questions, any ideas, please don't hesitate to comment below in the chat box, and I'll be more than willing to respond to you. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. See you next time.